This is a demonstration of using Notebook LM. This is Google's notebook. LM language model stands for language model, and demonstration of feeding it YouTube videos to produce a podcast. With a vanity phone number. So, for example, we will have a vanity phone number here that spells USA bmyai.me. So the domain name and the phone number are all one string, and I'm making the file name as we speak. That is USA bmyai.me will be the domain name, and the phone number is area code 872-269. I don't need the extra space, so I'm going to delete it. And that gives me a string that starts with a vanity phone number that spells the words USA bmyai.me, and its matching phone number, which is listed here. I'm going to copy it and paste it at the top of the file. This is a notepad file. Control V. And then I'm going to form a subfolder to store these notes in. So I'm going to go edit or use Control C to copy to the clipboard buffer. I may have to drop it down a little bit to expose the copy command. Still not good enough, so maybe I'll drop it a little further and see if it still works. Yes, now I copy to the clipboard buffer, and then I can proceed to save it. File, save as. And I'm going to insert it before another another file name. Control V. I pasted it on top, and the problem is that it may be too large. I'm going to save it. Hi, Daniel. Not good at all. Tempting to install. I hear you, but very soft. That's right. Yeah, no, it's good. Perfect. And just to let you know, it seems like, they have to copy by wiring from one special to the other, and then has a delay. So somehow it seems that section J wasn't checked off, copy the phrase.
amazed at your knowledge and your brilliance. And that's exactly right. I mean, it's good that you don't have to come over. Distributed over a lot of quick. So I made a experience more immersive and more productive. With Right Site 2, we evolved the remote viewer experience from traditional group framing to individual participation. Device management through Teams Admin Center. And with Zoom, if you have a video call, you can have a reasonable call without great video, without great audio. It just doesn't start. Zoom meetings. Zoom meetings.
I want to find my log path and see if I can insert it in. the log path, which starts here, it is with log, then copy the log path into the clipboard buffer with Control C, then insert it at the first position of the file name field, so that I have a complete string that contains the path to the log subfolder, then a backslash separator between that and the remaining of the file name. And now I'm going to review it, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then save this text file into my notepad, into my log subfolder, and then paste it also. Said that I wanted to make also a subfolder that is named by this file name. So I want to make a new subfolder that spells the vanity phone number USA be myai.me. That is an overspell. No, it's not an overspell, it's a perfect spell. So I want to copy that, make a new subfolder, click on new subfolder, but not in the log subfolder. That is a mistake. I want to make it as a new subfolder on the document subfolder. So I have to navigate to that first, and then, and only then, click new folder, paste it on the new folder, Control V, then double click it to open this USA Be My AI, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then insert this path at the very beginning instead of the original one. Now it may make it a little too long. I hope not. So I'm reviewing again.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we continue now. Once ago, 3 minutes, another place ago.
Get settled here. Let me just change here. Let me get settled here. Just change. Okay, great. So how you been? Okay, how many responses we have left? You have a lot of work?
Okay, let's see if we have anything else here that is interesting enough to worry about it. Days ago, what is this all about? Then I insert into my vineyard and open the length of the log. Switch vendors or something. Switch vendors.
If you're human and not substance, that nothing. That's how this works. Your work, but it's not like your human. What is Axios? Yeah, I'm starting to record preparation for the. I'm starting to record preparation for the inspection, the compliance inspection. The idea of RVI, remote video inspection, checks covert and hidden planes. But they gave you, right, that's for the laundry. My goodness, we can do a whole day or 2 day session. My goodness, we can do a whole day or 2 day seminar. So we're having like basically really quickly about first of all, John, for setting this up. By the way, anyone who thinks to even start the conversation. And then after that, I think I asked for the end of the day. This way people can come. You know, it's like 10, 12 hours, like something. That's my idea. So they yeah, go ahead. What? Yeah.
Webcam max, press the start button and double click it to hear the video and the audio. Everything is perfectly on. Webcam max, press the start button and double click it to hear the video and the audio. Everything is perfectly good. And finally, the last but most importantly is the webcam max, which I don't want to upload now. You see that there is an error.
That's not webcam max. That's MSN recording.
Max gives you an error.
It's not webcam max.
Track and by bizarre proper step executing.
And did you think about between, and I don't care what you can see. Then what I can see, and we've been trying to do that, you're doing it, is that you can think about the higher
Video, video. Maybe 1 second.
Larissa Six.
Okay, this is going to be a demonstration of using VAPI AI. Okay, this is going to be a demonstration of using VAPI AI to create a vanity phone number that spells a domain name in a website with a domain name extension of AI And we're going to record it. First of all, I started with MSN recording Max. Then I'm going to put a note. So we have to then show expand and develop new products for each function as a degree and other degree. One, that's how we enjoy. They grow along in the company and extract more. I feel this is one example of the opportunity for data and results, and then I write note and results. Then we can write together. Also, basically publish the results. And then start recording the video. Start recording the video. And the kernel my root is 100% charged. Now connect it to the external power, but make sure that it doesn't run out of power anytime. So then see if we can get it apart. So think about it now. For that, take up the device. Okay, so far I played back my YouTube video files and now I would like to listen to it. It's been about 14 minutes and 39 seconds and now I want to play it back. It is called AI Crawlers University of Miami Project. Jump to the bottom. I'd like to copy this and put it in my notes, including also the URL. So I have one folder that contains the name of this, at least the summary that it made up. Put it in my notepad here and mark it with a open bracket and close bracket. Segregate it with a few blank spaces. Paste some of the notes, then get the path of that notebook LAM, copy to the clipboard buffer and insert it before and after the braces at the top, after the open braces at the top and before the closing braces at the bottom, so I know where it came from, and then file save again. That makes it very clear that this is all about notebook LM and the specific URL, and then file save. As I proceed, I'm going to make it again full screen. Use the interactive mode, the beta, but first I want to start with the regular playback and then I will select the beta. So we'll start now.
Okay, so we're diving into something really interesting today. A whole bunch of YouTube video transcripts.
And we'll see if this hangs up or it continues. let's say that it was a good discussion for now, and then let's see if it hangs up or it lets us continue, or what is the story with this. It doesn't look like it can handle the beta, doesn't work right, so what I have to do is I have to try to download it, download audio overview. Let's see if that works. And then go back and just let it play back. Let's go back into it and just play it back because the interactive mode does not work somehow. Save notes will appear here. Chat message and notes above. Click here. I don't know what is this doing, but it's doing something. Let's play it back and listen to it since the interactive mode doesn't seem to be working. Doesn't matter what I do. I don't know, maybe I have to click start typing or here. I don't know what else can I do to make it work. Doesn't seem like I can get this to work, so I'll just play it back and listen. Or maybe play it back and listen for a while. Technology.
How's it being used? How's it being taught? That's actually playing out. What's actually happening? In the classroom and outside of it. And the cool thing is with transcripts, we get to like eavesdrop on these conversations a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so one thing that jumps out in my mind is just how much AI is already part of our lives. I mean, we're seeing this for everything from little things that help us be more productive to like full-on systems that can pretty much run a business. And what's amazing is how much of this is becoming so accessible. Like they were talking about the Zoom AI companion. That's built right into Zoom, so it's not like some separate expensive thing that you have to buy. It's just there. These people are. Yeah, exactly. So suddenly you've got all these people who have access to things like generated meeting summaries. It's just huge productivity. Like, imagine not having to sit down and take notes from the meeting. Yeah, or even just like catching up on a meeting. Yeah. And then you talk about AI agents attending meetings. Oh, yeah. Summarizing the key points and maybe even. Yeah. Pulling out the edge time so I need to watch the whole thing. Right. And I mean, think about what that means for how they work when thinking about all those hours of spending. That's why I have. Honestly, one set just have one. And then there was this study which is this right. And I thought it was interesting that they were talking about how it can have different personalities. Like it can be more energetic, professional, less biased. But I think the complete things that the phone number might feel more personal or trustworthy. Exactly. Yeah. And then also learning how to integrate these AI into websites and program it to learn and to know when they need to use these. Yeah, like if it's something too complex for the AI, it's companies that involved in that and education is changing too. Right? It's not just about seeing an example of listening solving real problems. Exactly. Okay, so we talked about AI. I also talked about how AI is things like content. They're making it so much easier to really create professional content. It used to be that you needed all this specialized equipment. Yeah, but now you can do it with AI. It's not just video. They also talk about yeah, so you can make your audio sound really professional even if you don't have a fancy recording studio. Exactly. Like all those things that used to be really expensive for a lot of people to do. It makes it really easy. You mentioned it coming up, right? AI is democratizing access to all these different skills. And we were talking about all of the chatbots are starting to have different personalities. You can talk to AI, it's like the discoveries that we've all made. You can talk to Annie, talk to your friend. So yeah, but they also made it cool that these chatbots don't have emotions. Like they can't really understand the nuances of the argument the way a human being can. And even in something like websites, students are using AI tools like Wix to create websites. But they were saying that the quality can vary a lot. It still comes down to a person's own creativity and vision to make something truly unique. Yeah, AI can't help you with the technical stuff. It can't replace your own idea. What are you doing? Recording or what?
Yeah.
Interesting discussion about how AI can be used to analyze video and audio content in lectures. Oh yeah, like imagine if you could have an AI tell you which parts of a lecture students found most engaging and critics. That'd be amazing. You could really help instructors focus teaching. Okay, but we also need to talk about the security and privacy side of all this because that's a huge part of the conversation too. Absolutely. And it's clearly on a lot of people's minds these days. They even have video tutorials on how to check your iPhone for spying software. Yeah, and I think the comments from the Chief Information Security Officer at the University of Miami were really insightful. Oh yeah, they were talking about how important it is to protect student data and research. Because that stuff is incredibly valuable, and there are people out there who love to get their hands on it. And I'm also thinking very carefully about how those generally be used. Like they're using tools like Microsoft Chat and Gemini, but then they should be involving professional tools. Which makes sense, right? You want to be able to use these powerful tools, but you also have to protect people's information. Absolutely. And they also talk about the classic issue of passwords. You know, how important it is to have strong passwords, but how hard it is to remember them. Yeah, especially in a big organization where you might have different passwords for different systems. And they mentioned this new IoT technology that can let you connect devices without needing passwords. Yeah. Yeah, that would be a game changer. But then there's also the whole idea of enterprise risk management, which is basically about understanding what data is most important and then protecting your employees. Right, so you don't need the same level of security for everything. Like your credit card information needs to be locked down tight, but maybe an internal memo doesn't need that same level of protection. Exactly. And then they brought up the very real threat of ransomware attacks, which are basically when hackers lock up your data and demand money to give it back. Yeah, and that's a huge problem for the universities and businesses facing shutting down. Okay, so shifting gears a little bit, they also had some really interesting discussions about how technology is changing the way we teach and learn. Yeah, like the whole debate about synchronous versus asynchronous learning. Right, like is it better to have everyone online at the same time or let people learn at their own pace? And they also talked about the value of in-person programs and how online courses can really impact faculty workload. Yeah, because if you're teaching online, you might end up spending a lot more time answering emails and grading assignments. Right. But then they also talked about all the cool things you can do with Zoom, like live streaming to YouTube, using breakout rooms for group work, and even having the AI companion to summarize discussions. Right. It's like they're trying to take all the best parts of in-person learning and bring them online. And they also talked about the importance of giving students clear instructions for assignments, even using teaching assistants or AI tools like ChatGPT to help refine those instructions. Because if instructions are confusing, then students are going to give up. Exactly. And then there was this whole discussion about whether or not students should be required Exactly. And there's a lot of excitement about Miami becoming a tech hub, especially for AI. Yeah, the mayor is really pushing for that, and the universities are doing a lot of research and development. Which is great because it's creating jobs and attracting investment. Which is basically about making sure your website shows up at the top of the search results when people are looking for something online. And then there was this anecdote about Palm Beach County and they found causes of because they handle sensitive criminal data. Right, they have to be extra careful because if something goes wrong, it can have serious consequences. Yeah, it's not just about the big picture stuff. Yeah. They also share a lot of personal experiences, the observations of working in profits and things like that. Yeah, talking about the challenges of troubleshooting technical issues with clicks or dealing with photo limits on AI tools. Right, those are the kind of things you don't always hear about, but they're a real part of working with this technology. And the instructor who records his lectures in 3 different ways, just in case something goes wrong. That's smart, right? Yeah, it's good to have backups. And they even talked about using AI. It shows you that these are real people having real conversations. Exactly. Yeah. And they also talked about the philosophy of truth and research, and a student who was having trouble with a given project. And there was this discussion how to weigh the cost of security measures against the value of the assets you're trying to protect. Which is a really important consideration for any business or organization. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. What are your big takeaways from all of this? Yeah, well, for me it's just amazing to see how AI is already woven into so many parts of our lives. It's not just some futuristic thing anymore. It's actually happening right now. And it's happening fast. The pace of change is incredible. Yeah, and it's not just about the technology itself. It's about how we use it and how we make sure it's used responsibly. And how we prepare ourselves for the future. Because things are only going to get more complex. Absolutely. So, I guess the big question to everyone listening to this is, as AI becomes even more integrated into our lives, what skills and ways of thinking are going to be most valuable? Right. What do you need to learn to thrive in this new world? And what are the biggest opportunities and challenges that you see coming down the road? Yeah. That's something we all need to think about. Exactly. So much to think about. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here. Definitely. This is just the beginning. It is for sure. And it's exciting and a little bit scary all at the same time. I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's a wild ride. It is. All right, well, thanks for diving into this with me. This was a really interesting conversation. Yeah, this was fun. Thanks for having me. And thanks to everyone for listening to the Deep Dive. Until next time. See you later.
Okay, now we want to find out what is this mind map. So I'm going to scroll down to make sure that I'm at the end. Then I'm going to click on the mind map and see what happens. If anything actually happens here, I would like to know what it is. It says Notebook LM can be inaccurate. Please double check its responses. Okay, now what does this mind map exactly doing? That is not clear to me at all. And I try to verify by scrolling down everywhere and I cannot get any idea. Let me double click it again and see if anything happens here. I don't know what this mind map is. I selected study guide. Let's do maybe a search about it. Oh, new mind map. All of a sudden generating mind map. Sorted topic, academic, tech, and business. Click to open the mind map. How about it? Finally, something is happening. Okay, let's take the URL of this one. Control C. And now let's paste it into my notes, into my notepad right here after this. Let's make another section here. I'll make this section with a great less than sign, followed by a greater than sign. And finally I can see what is this mind map. Then paste the URL after the less than sign, then another one before the greater than sign. Now let's see if we can make it full screen. Bad content, good content, based on 50 sources. Let's say that it is good content. Feedback submitted. Okay. And plus, what does it, oh, make it smaller or larger. Okay. Download it, or what else can I do with this? Let's navigate around. Academic education, technology, AI, business experience. Click on it. It downloads it. Okay, notebook mind map.ping. Okay, so that saved it. Okay, so that now I can see more or less what it is, and what is that is full screen. Oh, assorted topic. Good content. Okay. So now let's open a Word document with the same thing. I will start with copying this page. So I go print screen, select the entire print full screen, then open a new Word document. Word, Microsoft 365. Let's open a blank document. Take a tour. Welcome to Word. Insert your first table. Table of content. More templates. What other templates do we have here? Take a tour. January, February. Vivid shapes. Event. Raw brochure. Invoice. Big wave. Letterhead. Curve meeting agenda. Restaurant brochure. Fax. Bubbles appointment. Employee of the month. Business report. Memo, simple design, simple service quote, business, and certificate. Insert your first table of contents. Let's start with a blank document for now. And let's paste this image, which we got already now. Now we can make it a little smaller, a lot smaller. Oh, wait a minute, maybe you can get into each one of these and get another map. That's personal. Okay, now I see. So then you can say, okay, make it full screen. Okay. So the topics. This concept. Okay, that's how it works. full screen. Now we go back to Word. What's my Word here? And now got it in Word here. We can make a subtopic here. I would have to make it smaller so it fits in less space. So we got the first one at the top and the second one at the bottom. Up and down, about the same. Very good. Now I can take my notes. Then you can open each area and you see a separate description. One picture of the whole thing. Cannot print it. You can download it maybe now. Go my notepad. Copy some of the notes from the notepad. Files. Here. Copy them. Control copy from the notepad into the Word document. Control V. Also color code it. So now I'm color coding the brackets with yellow. Turn all the URLs into hyperlinks. And we'll make this one green. Unlike the first one, it was yellow, this one be green. And then see if I can get some. Oh yeah, call the University of Miami notebook. Then I got some notes here, which I would like to copy and paste. So let's save it. This just doesn't let me show the topic tag. Rush live broadcast. And this cannot be copied. Quiz material. So we have a quiz here. Questions. Quiz answer key. Copy some of the notes here. Or document. Put them in here. Taking notes. Now, done. See if I can take also this version and save it. File, save as raws. The Word document. Save. Let's make that text thread the same, pretty much the same. This is lower, we'll make this green. Something like that. And I want to copy this. Copy, file, save as, browse, save, okay. You know what, let's save this. This will make that purple or green. Green, let's make it green. Save that green one. Okay. File, save it, and browse. That is save. Save again. Okay. This point I'm ready to quit.